Good morning, students. Welcome back to the online class of Value Education. Hope you all are well. As you know, we started our third lesson, the art of forgiveness. Half of the lesson we discussed in our previous video, and it's the second video. As I said you, value education gives more value to our life, to each and every part of our life. Clear? So not only for education, everything. Okay, so we started with the quote, to err is human and to forgive divine, the important saying. Clear? Like this we started, and we discussed about the retaliate. What we will not take any revenge from anywhere. Try to understand the matter thoroughly and don't take any revenge, and handle the matter with politely. And we discussed about the Gandhigiri, and we discussed about the Buddha's teaching, and finally we discussed what. Always remember, retaliation never brings peace and happiness. We discussed when you will take revenge, maybe for that time you will get happiness. Then after, it will create bad impact on you. Okay, you will not get a happy life, right? And the Buddha said two things. People give both nectar and poison. So what we have to accept? We have to accept the nectar, not the poison. Clear? So here also we discuss forgive and experience the blessing of gods. Truly forgiveness is divine. This is all we discussed. So let's start from the next part, from where we should learn the art of forgiveness. For this, we have to accept basically the fact that we have been hurt or offended. Suppose we slip and fall into a gutter. We must accept that we have fallen, because only then can we get off, and act instead of blaming the slippery ground. So what here says, we should learn the art of forgiveness. Try to cultivate this one. If you will accept, just I hurted, don't think someone offended me. No. If you will think, okay, like for this reason I hurted. See here one example given. If you slipped somewhere or fall in a gutter, so that time you think just I've fallen there due to some mistake. Don't blame to the ground or to the place for that I've fallen here. No, just you act, okay, due to some mistake I fallen here, so I will get up. So that time, that is called art of forgiveness. Okay, learn to accept also the person who has hurt us with all that is positive and negative in him. Okay, what said? Learn to accept person. Maybe someone hurted you. Don't think the negative parts. Think the positive parts. Clear? Okay, he may have negative and positive thoughts, but you think in a positive way. Bring positive thoughts and feelings in your mind, and don't allow the hurt feelings to deepen its roots in your mind. As I said, you don't, maybe that the person who hurted you, so maybe he have positive thoughts and negative thoughts, but you don't bring the negative thoughts in your mind, bring the positive thoughts, so it will give different energy to you. Then make a firm decision to forgive the other persons rather than making plans in mind to retaliate and hurt the other persons. So you try to forgive them instead to take the revenge. Clear? When an occasion arises, do some good to the person who has hurt you. So here he said, that means written here, no doubt the person hurted you, you not did anything. If any occasion came, that time what you will do, you will help to that person or you will wish that person, that time he will recall, one day I hurted to this person, but instead of taking revenge, he is wishing me and he is helping me. So automatically that mind will change to that person who hurted you. Okay, so make up your mind to go out to help him. This is true forgiveness, and the result of such forgiveness is amazing. It will heal your wounds, heart, and bring peace and joy to your mind. It will make your life more pure, gentle, dynamic, and divine. So what says? If you will help, so that means you no doubt you forgot that all, even also in your heart somewhere that thought is there why he hurted. So if you will help, that time you will see the wound what you kept or what he gave to you, that one will fill. Okay, and you will live in a peaceful life. Clear? So here one example given by Jesus. When Jesus was teaching the importance of forgiveness, his disciples asked him, how many times should we forgive our brother who errs against us? 7 times? Now one of the students asked to Jesus, when Jesus was teaching, so that time how many times we will forgive to the brother, those who are to the person, those who are hurting us, or giving punishment, or doing the wrong things with us. 7 times? The student asked. In reply, Jesus' response was, not 7 times, but 70 times 7. What Jesus said? No, 7 times not. 70 times of 7. That means, imagine, is a no bound, no time limit. The meaning that one should be ready to forgive a person innumerable times. Don't count. Forgive 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, not 7 time, more than that. Clear? Don't count how many times I forgave. That is called conditional forgiveness. Okay, I gave 3 times forgive to you, now is a time to take revenge. No, always forgive without condition. Jesus' teaching was very effective. People believed in him and followed the principle because he practiced what he taught. So here all people are following because he knew the things, and what he was teaching he experienced all. He practiced that all. The teaching of his forgiveness were exemplified when he was dying on the cross. He prayed for those who crucified him on the cross by saying, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Now here Jesus said the teaching of forgiveness, where see the meaning of exemplified means example. Okay, when he was dying, and you know how Jesus died in a cross. So that time also Jesus said, Father, forgive them. That means those those who are killing or the giving punish, that means hanging there. They don't know what they are doing. Now Jesus said, they don't know what they are doing. Forgive them, my Father. That means they are, Jesus said to the gods. So forgiveness should be total and unconditional. As I said, you don't count. Clear? Innumerable, they said. Okay, forgiveness should be total and unconditional. Jesus told a story of a father who had two sons. The younger son demanded from his father the property which was his due. Now, for giving example, here the Jesus told a story about father and two sons. His younger son demanded all the property what he wants. Obviously, father's property they will divide with the two sons. So here the younger son asked, now give all the property what I want. Here, as per myself, you give all the property. The father gave him what he demanded. The son sold it and squandered the money lavishly among with his friends. So what the son did? The son sold all the property what his father gave and spent all the money carelessly. When there was no money, when there was no money left, his friends abandoned him. That means rejected him. So where there is no money, so no one will ask. That's why the friends also not asked. He had to live a miserable life without having anything even to eat. Now he was living in a sad, that means with the worst life, because now he had nothing to eat. Why? Because everything he sold, and now nothing, anything is there for eating. Then he decided to go back to his father and ask for forgiveness and pleaded to be treated as a servant and not as a son, because he had been disobedient to him and squandered all his wealth. Now when he not got anything to eat, so that time he thought, no, I will return to my home, to near my father, and I will tell, you keep me as a servant, and because I spent all the money what you gave, that all your earning money, so what you gave I spent without thinking anything, then I spent all. Clear? So what you thought? The father rejected? No. But when the father saw him coming from far away, he went out to welcome him, embraced him, and celebrated his son's return, holding a big party to all his friends and neighbors. So what in return the father said? The father saw when the son coming, so welcomed the son and gave a party, and that not party, not like small, his friends and all the neighbors. Why? Because his son returned. The father had been patiently waiting for the son's return. When he got him, no enquiry was made about what he had done with his wealth, where he had been, and how he had lived. Okay, nothing. Even one question also not asked by the father to his son. Where you spend all the money? Nothing. Just he welcomed his son because his son went in a wrong track. And when he understood the value of life, the value of money, so that time he returned to his father's place and to return to his near his father, and that time a father always happily welcomed to his son, because when a father knew, now my son came in a right track, then I will welcome. he had come back, and that was enough for a father. His forgiveness was total. I said you, if when I said he went in a wrong track, now he came to right track, that is enough. Now the father said he came back, that is enough, nothing else. Okay, and his father's forgiveness is total. I said you, try to forgive in total, not in conditional. Okay, forgive total, and unconditional is good, not conditional is not good. So what you have to learn the art of forgiveness to be happy in life. Forgiveness is not an action or emotion, it is a state of being. When we forgive, no sense of revenge remains in us. So what you have to think, you have to learn the art of forgiveness, and when you will forgive, so that time nothing will come in our mind, I will take revenge, like that situation will not come in mind, right? So what you will do, I know with our friends in our day-to-day life, we are facing like these problems. So what you have to do, we have to forgive and we have to forget. Better forget. Clear? If you will forget, then is equal to forgive. Clear? If you will recall why he gave like this, why he did like this, that is called one type of revenge. Okay, slowly it will start, and finally it will take a big action. Okay, so better forgive. So here student, one activity given here. So what you have to do, you have to write down the answers in your copy. Write down in your diary that the views of Gautam Buddha and Jesus Christ on forgiveness. Now what Gautam Buddha said about forgiveness and what Jesus Christ said about forgiveness, the two example you keep and write the answers. It will help you to understand the chapter thoroughly, and you will sure you will learn some new some moral values. Okay, so here we will know the two things, or the two key points, or the two objectives. What the first one will learn forgiveness, and second about positive thinking. As I said, you think positive always. Whatever if someone hurted you, that is the negative things, leave it. But when you will accept, you accept in a positive way, then it will change your life. Clear? Hope you understood. Okay, so the example, the activity you will do, and the grammars you write in your book only. Okay, and question answer you find out yourself. Okay, thank you. Stay home, stay safe.